horseshoe competitor. He's always had that unbelievable accuracy. Perhaps the best ever on the Denny's PBA Tour. Steve Jaros returns to TV with a great start. First time all year for him on television. It's been a struggle for Steve. Finally, over the last couple of weeks, is starting to get his game on track.
It started at the U.S. Open. He made match play there and finished 20th. And then last week finishing 5th, almost making the telecast last week.
Originally from California, now Ocala, Florida. Walter Ray is back on television with a tremendous first shot.
Keep in mind, Walter Ray's playing his favorite shot. I mean, that's where he likes to play. He likes to play out, gives him angle to the pocket, allows his ball to hit better because of the angle. There's Paige Pennington, Walter Ray's wife, the lovely Paige.
Used to seeing Paige on the TV set many times in a season.
Oh, hey,
nice late help.
A double.
A double will start the day for Walter Ray, and that leads us to the Ace Hardware matchup. Either player, Randy has not made a show until this year. Steve Jaros just getting his game going. Walter Ray really has been consistent despite no TV.
Exactly. But look at that graphic there. 20 pins a game higher average for Walter Ray Williams Jr. The Quest trying to tie Earl's record. Hard to bet against that man today, but Steve Jaros may have something to say about it.
Jaros looks like he's got great ball reaction. Nice start for him. It's hard to imagine that as we see his road to TV, Steve had not made the round 16 all year until just the last couple of weeks. He hadn't won a round of 32 match play match until just this last 3-week span. Machuga, Koivuniemen, and the youngster Bill O'Neill. Yeah, I mean, the final in Omaha went down in the round of 8.
Look who he beats to make the show, and look how he beat them.
Oh,
4-0 against Machuga, 4-0 against Mika. And by the way, Billy O'Neill, tremendous young bowler, and he beats him 4-2. These guys are going real straight, and the reason why is because outside, they're real slick.
Last time we saw Steve on TV, Dexter Tournament of Champions. Randy, you, of course, competed so well in that event. Defeated Norm Duke 248-242 in the final. That was his 7th career title and first ever major. And really, last season, this year, as we see Walter Ray's road to the show over Chris Barnes' round of 8 in 5 here Friday. Very similar years for Jaros. We'll break that down for you, too.
Oh.
Ringing 10 for Walter Ray. Shrapnel everywhere, but nothing takes down number 10.
Boy, he liked that one, too. You can see it when he ran it out. Watch this. These guys are going right to left, out of their hands, directly at the pockets, like throwing it right at the head pin. You can tell that he liked that one. And we're all tied with a spare right here.
Exactly what we've got. All even, Jaros, Walter Ray in the early going of this semifinal. Winner takes on Chris Collins, waiting for his first ever Denny's PBA Tour title. Walter Ray 1 win behind Earl Anderson. Mark Roth behind them at 34 wins. Pete Weber still active at 32. Parker Bone the third. Made the show last week in Buffalo. Is next with 30 career titles.
Both players look like they have a real good ball reaction. They can get the ball in the 1-3 pocket. I think this match is going to come down to who gets the most breaks. Whose pin carry is better?
We shall see. 22 event drought. Lack of TV for Walter Ray. Great shot, Steve Jaros. Speaking of good ball reaction, Randy talked about. Check the date. Make sure you realize we do not have a live Denny's PBA Tour event next week. That's because Championship Week takes over all the hoops. But on March 19th, we're back with you from Taylor Lanes in suburban Detroit. 12:30 Eastern Time, the Ace Hardware Championship as our live coverage resumes. Then we head right to the Denny's PBA World Championship. That's going to be in Indianapolis this year. Grand Rapids, and then our season finale, the Dexter Tournament of Champions in Connecticut. 10-pin for Jaros.
Well, if you're Walter Ray.
A little more. A little more.
Here's Steve talking about getting the ball to tip a little bit more. He wants a little bit more back-end reaction on that left lane. He's getting it on the right lane. When you start leaving flat 10s, though, that's kind of a sign that your ball's not hitting strong enough. Time to make an adjustment.
He lost to Walter Ray and Steve Jaros, 96 Johnny Petraglia Open and the 98 Storm Flagship Open. Steve last year really struggled until the very end. Had a couple of nice outings, then won the Dexter TOC title to get a 2-year exemption. This year he struggled throughout much of the year, although he has been exempt. Now he's turning it on again in March. His own version of March Madness. Back to Walter Ray. 60 feet to success for the legendary Walter Ray Williams Jr. Continuing the quest for number 41. Is this his day?
Right around the first arrow, going right to left. This time he carries the ring in 10, and now he has a 10-pin lead and can extend that to 20 with a strike here in the 6th frame.
In this legendary bowling center, the closest he's come to winning a title, the 89 Firestone TOC, lost to Del Bauer Jr. in the final.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
8-pin.
My goodness.
He can't believe it either, Randy.
Gotta be kidding me.
Great job.
Man.
Wow.
Well, they call this the only natural tap in bowling.
I'd say
We
that
have a
8-pin.
solid 8-pin. Bowling ball went right by it.
That 8-pin is just
An
one of those
awful
nastiest pins ever.
On a great shot. Could have taken a 20-pin lead there with a spare here. It'll only be 9. And life for Jaros.
Deadeye, of course, takes care of the single pin conversions. Won 6 majors, 6-time Player of the Year. But he's gone 34 events without a title. The longest in the new PBA era for Walter Ray Williams Jr. Does the drought end? Does he tie Earl Anthony? We find out. This great bowling center. Of the 30 prior events hosted here, 26 have been won by bowlers who are in the Hall of Fame. That guy right there could make it number 27. PBA Hall of Famer Walter Ray Williams Jr. as he goes for Earl Anthony's all-time record today. With the Denny's PBA Tour heading down the home stretch, your best source for all the latest PBA news and stats is PBA.com. Keep track of the PBA players who are near the exemption cut line and the players who are in the running for a bye into the round of Super 16 of the Denny's World Championship later this month in Indianapolis. Also, the latest officially licensed PBA merchandise and apparel is available online at the PBA store. All that and more at PBA.com. Chris Collins waits the winner of this exciting semifinal. Jaros down by 9. 6th frame.
Look out.
Really a high shot. Oh, what a break for Jaros. Who easily could have had the 6-7-10.
Let's see. Wow. Let's see. Watch this. Now, this is a full yank. And it's the 6-7-10. And Earl Anthony is looking down going, let's see, solid 8 for you, Walter Ray. But Steve, here, let me help you out a little bit.
On the side of the second base, but it still counts.
Oh, boy.
Wow. A lot of relief, I'm sure, with his family back home in suburban Chicago. Wife June, 2 young twins. Evan and Hannah are 6 years old in 1st grade. Into soccer and baseball, roller skating and ice skating are the kids. They're not here today, though. Rooting on Dad back home.
And another lucky break.
Talk
for
about
this time
a break, a late trip
for
4 this time for Jaros, who's living large on some breaks today in Akron.
Gotta have a little.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Steve Jaros doesn't win this match now, then there's a huge problem. But, I mean, 2 of the biggest breaks I've seen in a long time out here on tour in a televised match. Walter Ray is high flushed 6 shots in a row, and he's shooting .218 and only leading by 10 pins.
Last 4 appearances for Walter Ray on TV. Big shot there. 7th frame now. With that strike in the 7th. And those are the numbers. Very emotional day, certainly in Medford, Oregon. That event named after Earl Anthony. And then against Rick Lawrence, that was in suburban St. Louis. Atlanta, where he did convert the Big 4 but lost. U.S. Open, he lost to Meek. No TV wins since the victory in Suburban, Ohio over Doug Kent for his last title. Number 40. Is this the day he ties the record?
Oh, that strike there, it does not matter what Steve Jaros does the rest of the game because Walter Ray cannot be shut out. If both players go to the wall, meaning they strike out, Steve Jaros shoots 248, Walter Ray Williams Jr. a possible 258.
Works on a strike, 8 frame, ringing 10.
So it's
Wow. I made up for the other one I struck on.
Pins fly everywhere, but do not take out number 10.
Yeah, now he's in trouble. Now he's going to need a little help. And you heard him say he got a couple great breaks, makes a great quality shot there, and doesn't get a good break. He's a ring of 10. And the best he can shoot now is 228. Walter Ray Williams Jr. is at 228 now.
Randy, I'm very intrigued by what Steve told us last night in our interview with him about a game plan. He said this year at times he's sort of just gone with the flow, not had maybe that hardcore strategy he should have had. Perhaps that's the big reason he's turning on in the last few weeks here.
He's real streaky, too. You know, when he sees the picture and gets it going, he bowls really well for 3, 4, 5 weeks at a time.
10 pin again for him.
Another 10 pin.
And the chance is now very slim that he will be able to take out Walter Ray in this semifinal for the right to play Chris Collins for the championship.
Well, quite honestly, this match shouldn't even be close. I mean, Walter Ray could theoretically have the front 8 while Steve Jaros is shooting 2-0. And Walter should be, 40, 50 pins up. But, hey, that's bowling. Steve got some breaks. Walter Ray left a solid 8, and we still have a game.
Steve has been on TV in this historic building back in '94. Stepladder final. Last TOC held here, won by Norm Duke. Chance here for Walter Ray to put it away with a strike. Nice frame. Does Walter Ray have it? You bet! Walter Ray Williams Jr. for the first time all season on TV finally has a victory. And he'll go to the final to take on Collins.
Just keep it on the lane, stay behind the foul line. 7 pins. And he's going to bowl for the title.
That's blocked.
He'll do that and more. Old Deadeye is back, and his wife Paige knows it. Told us last night he is bowling the best he has all year long. Top ball reaction. And we've always known with his incredible focus, mentality of a champion, once he got it all together, he would be tough to beat. He's been so close 3 times prior to this event. He made the round of 8. The last time he lost to the youngster Sean Rash in Parkersburg, West Virginia in the round of 8, a 7-gamer. But today, Steve Jaros will not have enough to take out the legend.
It's nice to see Steve Jaros bowling well again, and just keeps building on the last 3 weeks where he's bowled real well and he's had a good ball reaction. He's throwing it better. He's got confidence again.
We'll fast track to the end of this one, folks, since it has been clinched by Walter Ray. Jaros entering today 29th on the Denny's PBA Tour rankings list, so he would be exempt. Of course, he's exempt anyway after winning the TOC a year ago. But as he told us last night, I'm a little bit concerned already about next season. My exemption expires after 06-07. And at that point, you got to worry about winning again, trying to make yourself get in that top amount of bowlers under the cut line.
That's a good performance by Walter Ray Williams Jr.
Not only is he back on TV,